The purpose of this video is to give you a quick primer on using StormTools, the Coastal Resources Management Council of Rhode Island's very powerful web mapping application that allows you to view inundation levels in various sea level rise scenarios and storm surge during storm events. This training video is brought to you by the Watch Hill Conservancy as part of its initiative on planning for a resilient Watch Hill community. Step 1. How do we get to StormTools? I would start by going to Google and type CRMC StormTools. That will put you at the top of your search list, and you can click directly on the mapping application in StormTools right here for interactive maps. You have two flavors of StormTools, Advanced and StormTools for Beginners. I suggest you start with Beginners. This has a ton of information. It's very intuitive to follow, and this would be a good start. So let's click on StormTools for Beginners, and this is what it looks like when it opens up. How to navigate. Navigation is very easy, very intuitive. If you click the zoom in button, you can zoom around. If you drag an area on the map around, you can pan, zoom out, come back to the default statewide view. Very simple. The way I like to zoom in on areas is not so much using the zoom tool, but if you press down your shift key and then drag a box over an area, that will zoom into that location. A couple of setup features that you have here. If you click on this middle icon, it will bring up all the layers that you can map. And if you click on base map, you can change your background map. For example, OpenStreetMap is a very nice backdrop for these web mapping applications. Many of the streets are named. And it's a very clean, simple map. I'm guessing most of you will prefer to have the aerial photography as a backdrop. So in this part of your screen are all the features that you can map. The first one here, Rhode Island address structures, are all the buildings in the state of Rhode Island. Then that's followed by various sea level rise scenarios, 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot. The expectation is that we're going to have 2 to 3 feet of sea level rise by 2050. If we click on our 3 foot sea level rise scenario and maybe zoom in a bit to the downtown Watch Hill area, you can see what would be wet, what would be dry. And so this blue area is where high tide would be twice a day. A very nice feature of StormTools is we can click on our inundation zone and it'll tell us the depth of water at that point. Over here it's going to be 2.4 feet. Up in the commercial area it's going to be about 1/4 of a foot. So these are your various scenarios. 10-foot sea level rise is what's anticipated, 7 to 10 feet for 2100. You can click multiple maps at once and they will pop up in their various colors. So it's really a very easy tool to use. When you're evaluating a map of your area, don't just be concerned whether you're wet or dry. Make sure that you're going to have access to your property with the roads leading to and away from your home. Also on StormTools, they have storm surge maps for a 100-year storm. A 100-year storm is one that has a 1% chance of occurrence in any 1 year, or another way to think about that is they'll occur once a century. So a 100-year storm is a pretty major event like Hurricane Carol in 1954. Let's click on our 100-year inundation map, 100-year storm inundation map. We can see down by the entrance to the yacht club that'll have about 9.7 feet of water in it. Bay Street will have 5.29 feet of water on it. They also have a 100-year storm on top of 2 feet of sea level rise. This is what the inundation levels would be in in 2050. Now there's a little tool in here. Notice how opaque this map is. First of all, you might want to know what the colors mean. If you click on this box, it'll give you a legend for the different colors. And if you click on the 3 dots on the layer that you're mapping, you'll see a tool for transparency, and I can make those blue colors more or less transparent so I can see what's happening underneath. So you can adjust the transparency and you can get a nice little legend if you click on that. That's basically it. It's a very simple tool to use. Some very useful additional features up here. You can type in an address and navigate to a location that way. So I've typed in 100 Bay Street and boom, it navigates me to that one location. Let me do that again and we will see how it looks when we start from our default. So if you want to go directly to a property that you're interested in, just type in the address. If you want to save this map, click on Share, click on Map, and this will give you a web address that you can copy to your clipboard and email somebody, and it'll take them directly to that map. If you want to print a copy of the map, you can click Print Map with Legend. It's going to open up a new window. It's going to chug along. And I'm going to come back to our map view because it takes a few minutes to create your printed map. It's going to be saved in PNG image format for you. You can measure areas and distances on your map with this tool. I'll let you experiment with that. So to quickly rehash, StormTools, navigation tools here, change your base map there, click on contents, and it will show you the various sea level rise and storm surge scenarios that you have. Click here and it'll give you a legend for your map. You can adjust the transparency of your symbols if you want to see what's underneath it. Very powerful address matching tool here, and you can copy a URL, make a hard copy print. Let's go back and see if that's done, and here's our hard copy map right there. I can right click and say Save Image As and make a copy of that to my hard drive as a PNG format. So, StormTools. We hope you found this little primer helpful. The Watch Hill Conservancy is very committed to empowering the local community to understand what the impacts of sea level rise and storm surge might be. And we hope that this was a good use of your time. Now, since we've been talking geography for the last 7 or 8 minutes, let's close on a geography joke. Let me ask, who is smarter, latitude or longitude? Why, longitude, of course. It has many more degrees than latitude. On that very corny ending, thank you for watching this video, and good luck with StormTools.